Cool, so we're here in the podcast studio, the Transform podcast studio, and today I've got Charlotte with me. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi.
So, we've done a couple of podcasts before, me and Harry, one of the team at Transform, and now I've got our new full-time employee.
I'm in the hot seat today.
So we're going to just talk about our kind of journey, me and Charlotte together, and also why she's getting into the health and fitness industry full time now, and just give our kind of audience a little bit more insight into what goes on inside Transform, and just generally why we both kind of got into the health and fitness industry and why we love it so much, but just to kind of give you a bit of a kind of background of our journey. So we actually just had our 5-year anniversary party last night, which was absolutely amazing, getting all of our community together. And 5 years ago, I got the keys to Lawrence Street, where we are now, obviously, with the studio. And back then, I was, a 27-year-old boy that just had this, dream of owning a small gym and a small PT studio. And I didn't really know, what was going to happen after that point. I just wanted to create a really, inclusive, gentle atmosphere that gets people in that may be intimidated in commercial gyms, because I was like that when I was younger. I spent a lot of time just training at home myself. I always had a home gym. I didn't like going into commercial gyms, so I wanted to create a space for people that wanted to, find a place where they felt comfortable, respected, and just generally looked after, and to actually get results as well. So funnily enough, that is when I met Charlotte. 2 weeks after there I got the keys.
It is, coincidentally. I missed having to help you move all the heavy equipment in, didn't I?
Shifting a few dumbbells the first time we met, or second time we met, or something like that. so that was life kind of fell into place for me at that time. Got the gym, met Charlotte, and then our kind of journey went from there, obviously. We're due to be married next year, aren't we?
We are indeed.
So on the YouTube video I might pop up a picture or something to show people, but we got engaged last year, and obviously you've been kind of a part of Transform in a small way over the last few years. Obviously coming to the events, you've been working online with clients, and been working behind the scenes a little bit, haven't you? Yeah. But now we've decided, let's go for it. And get involved.
Taking the jump.
Which if I could have picked a perfect person to be part of the team, then it would have been you. I don't want to blow your head up too much. but you're exactly what Transform's all about. So I'm sure everyone's going to love you here if they are already loving you over the last couple of weeks or so. So do you want to tell us more about your health and fitness journey to start with, why you got into health and fitness?
Yeah, sure. So my health and fitness journey goes quite far back, to be honest. I've always been sporty. I've always played sort of sports at school, did netball, dabbled in a bit of football, dance, Scottish dancing, to be honest, trampoline, you name it. I pretty much did a little bit of everything, to be honest, when I was sort of at school. So always been active. And then I came to university, again, sort of joined the netball team, and then I sort of started to dabble into going to the gym. And I think, like a lot of ladies, I started off just sticking to the cardio section of the gym, treadmill, bike, cross trainer, stepper, things like that, and was generally a fit and healthy person. I ate well, I exercised regularly doing that, but I'd never done any strength training. I did used to run a lot as well, and did sort of notice that actually I was starting to get sore knees, sore joints a little bit with that running, so started to then look into strength training a little bit more, and I just absolutely loved it. I loved the way it made me feel. My body composition changed with that. It improved my performance within my running as well, and it just made me feel really strong, really powerful, really good about myself, and I've loved it ever since, to be honest. And that kind of, I guess, leads me up to today, where I still absolutely love strength training. I still love running as well. So I'd say I've got, my sort of passion is helping people to have a very balanced and healthy relationship with exercise and with food, building a routine that they enjoy, because there's lots of different forms of exercise. So I think for me it's about finding what that person enjoys, like I did. I've got a routine now that I really enjoy, and that helps me to stick to it, and yeah.
So yeah,
I guess that kind of takes me to today, really.
Yeah, it kind of brings us into why you're here, innit?
Yeah,
so, yeah. Obviously you've been wanting to kind of get into this for quite a while, and you've been involved in what we've been trying to achieve here at Transform for quite a while, haven't you? But what was the biggest light bulb moment that made you want to jump into it?
I think it's definitely been something that's probably been on my mind for quite a long time. I've trained myself for over 12 years. Did my personal training qualification over 2 years ago, and I've really enjoyed coaching ladies, primarily online during that time, and helping with Transform behind the scenes. So I think it was just a natural progression, really, for me to come in and be a bigger part of the team here. I think my passion is around helping women to find that positive relationship with themselves, with exercise and with food as well. I love that at Transform we've got a really holistic approach to health and fitness. It's not just about coming into the gym and lifting some weights. We help people with much more than that. I'm a big foodie myself, so I love the food side of things as well, and I want people to know that they can achieve their goals, they can make progress, they can be really fit and healthy, but that doesn't have to be boring, and it doesn't have to be really hard and overwhelming either. Yes, if you're someone that's coming in and, for example, has a weight loss goal, there's got to be a level of dedication and sort of commitment that you're making with that, and some sacrifices to achieve your goals. But fitness and exercise is something that should add to your life, and slot into your lifestyle as well. So I'm passionate about helping women to find a routine that works for them, that they can ultimately stick to long term, so that they can get out of that sort of cycle of being a bit stuck, which we see quite a lot, don't we, with sort of the ladies that come to us.
Yeah, couldn't say it better myself, to be fair. You've learned well.
I'm learning from the best, what can I say?
Yeah, like, I don't know, it's our approach, isn't it? Like, it's what we've always wanted to encourage people to do, is live a balanced life, but enjoy the process. That's what it's all about. You can live healthy, you can exercise, enjoy it. If you're in the right environment, you've got the right support, you've got the right approach. Everybody's approach is going to be a little bit different. That's the thing. So you can sit there and look on Instagram and read online, and there's so many varied opinions, and some of them are valid, some of them are probably not, but it's all about finding that kind of balance that's going to work for you individually, and that's what we help people do. So that's why it's been such a positive thing for you to come in, because obviously the team that we've got, it's absolutely amazing. Harry, Dexter and Mark, they're all great people, great coaches that really love supporting people, but you're gonna, I truly believe, bring that extra kind of female kind of touch into it as well, and look after the women a lot more, because you can offer a different perspective on that kind of thing as well.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's about, finding someone equally in a coach when you're looking for a coach that you can relate to as well. I think we live and breathe sort of what we believe in, don't we, and what we're trying to teach to our clients as well and support them with. We are genuinely people that live a really balanced lifestyle. We still enjoy meals out and social occasions. We're not people that are in the gym 6-7 days a week and only eat chicken and rice. We have a life outside of this as well, and hopefully we can show that to people as well, that it doesn't have to be that sort of all or nothing approach. You can have health and fitness and still have a life and enjoy yourself as well.
Yep, 100%. So what do you love most about Transform then? You know, you've kind of been in and out of it, you know, for a long time, but now you're kind of fully into it. What's the
Where do I
best
start? What do I love most about Transform? I think the first and maybe biggest one is is the people and the community. Here, everyone is amazing, and everyone's been so welcoming for me coming in, you know, as a new coach as well. Some people I have met before at the event, some people I've maybe not met before as well, but everyone is so lovely. It really is such a friendly, warm, supportive space, and I think no matter who you are coming into Transform, you will find someone that you can connect with, and you'll fit in here. You know, it really is a space for everyone, regardless of kind of your starting point, your ability, your goals. We'll tailor everything to you, so that you achieve what you want to, but you'll definitely meet people along the way that are probably on a similar journey to you that you can relate to as well, which is really nice. And yeah, it's a special little family that we've sort of got going now as well. And even in kind of our small group personal training sessions, watching everyone support and push each other on is really nice as well.
Yeah, that's the most special thing I think for me, is just the people and how nice people are. Especially last night when we had the event, and you speak to people outside of the studio, they're just just nice, genuinely lovely people, and it makes my job, and I'm sure I can speak for the rest of the team as well, their job's so much more satisfying, because just speaking to nice people every day, and obviously seeing the positive changes is the other side of it as well. Like, you've maybe not seen that as much, but you certainly will going forward, is just experiencing people go from, you know, where they were when they first walked in to then, you know, where they are in a few months' time. That's the most amazing thing. Yeah,
and I think you're right, I've already seen a little bit of that, but we're so much more than just a gym, I think, as well. It's not just about people coming in and just, you know, doing an hour's worth of exercise with us. People who I was speaking to last night at the event, they've got so much more out of it than they even necessarily expected to get out of it coming into it, and have achieved things that were maybe never even on their radar. You know, they might have initially come here with a goal of losing weight, have achieved that, which is amazing, but all of the other things they've got out of that, you know, in terms of, you know, friendships. We've got friendship, you know, people that are really good friends outside of the gym, and the confidence that it's given them in their day-to-day life as well, to do things. Even, you know, people coming to the event last night on their own who were very nervous, maybe anxious people, you know, who were petrified to walk into the gym to start with, seeing how their confidence has grown is, it's lovely.
Yeah, I think, you know, that's kind of what separates us a lot from the rest of the industry, and especially in York, I feel there's some great, you know, community driven, you know, really good quality coaching places up and down the country. Maybe in larger cities it's a bit more common, but I feel for York it's probably a little bit behind the kind of curve in terms of the fitness industry from what I kind of look into and research. That's why I wanted to take Transform into this direction, because as we've seen over the last couple of years or so, is like the environment side of things is so beneficial to people's mental health and confidence and that kind of stuff. And even though every single person comes here wanting to, you know, work on their personal goals, health, fitness, strength, etc., losing weight, it's I don't think you'll never really realise how much the kind of environment side of things actually contribute to that as well, because it's great, you know, having a coach keeping you accountable, and you might, you know, see a personal trainer a couple of times a week or something, and that's great to keep you accountable there, but if you're in an environment with lots of other people on the same journey and you're enjoying those sessions, because you know, exercise can be a bit tough and it can be hard, you know, but if you're actually enjoying it and you've got other people where there's atmosphere and, you know, you're really looking forward to coming, that journey makes it so much more easier. It's just not as much of a challenge as what it, you know, really should be. So I think the the environment and the kind of quality of coaching that we offer is genuinely what makes people stay consistent for so long.
No, I'd agree, and I think we're both in agreement that we both think Transform is amazing, obviously, don't we? We're biased, of course, but we've created an amazing community here. But what's next, would you say, for Transform?
So what is next for Transform? I mean, as you know, I'm someone that never stops thinking about what's next. I'm always that type of person about wanting to improve what we're trying to achieve here, and how we help people, how we support people, and just the experience that they get. So my job now is just improving that and continuing to refine the service that we kind of give to our clients, and just offering more out of their kind of health and well-being. We're obviously at a kind of milestone now of 5 years here, and we're going to be here for at least a couple of years more. And at that point, we might make a decision where we can upgrade the location where we are. Obviously, I never want to deviate from what we've currently got, because obviously it's amazing and the clients are here because of the environment that we've created. It's small, it's private, it's exclusive. So we're never ever going to go away from that. But if there's an opportunity where we can get involved in a kind of premises or a place where we can, advance that and improve on that, that's the kind of next goal. And one of the big things that I want to get into more and introduce our clients to more is more recovery, like a wellness space that we can start going into. So I do want to in the future create a recovery zone for clients. I have a really good idea of how this can work, and a lot more research is going into recovery and looking after our well-being, and that's the kind of big next step of how I want to progress, transform for our clients. And I think it's just about continuing to keep everything as smooth as it is here, because there's so much positive things that come from a well organised and a smoothly run coaching service, and I think it's just about making sure that continues to develop and progress, and then in the future we can really start to kind of offer things a lot more.
Cool, exciting times. And so who would you say, if someone's thinking about joining Transform, who are we a good fit for, and who maybe not so much?
We're never going to be a place for everybody, like anywhere. The majority of our clients are generally people that want to get that support and guidance and accountability to be able to improve themselves. And most of the people that come to us are generally people that have never stepped foot in the gym before, or have tried the gym out but just potentially aren't sure what to do with themselves, or can't keep themselves accountable, struggle with the motivation side of things. If you're in that kind of position, then we definitely are for you. People that aren't for us, people that don't like community or don't like a kind of strong environment in that sense, and are maybe more advanced in their training, and don't need the accountability, don't need the support, and don't need the kind of guidance to train them, then we're probably not for you. But generally people that need that support, need the guidance, and then love that kind of environment as well, and they're definitely the people for us. So I mean, what's your biggest kind of takeaway then, since you've started here?
Biggest takeaway. I think it's just the impact that we have on our clients' lives. Some of the results that people have achieved are amazing, aren't they? We've had some massive transformations, but people that are actually they're really changing that. Like this changes people's lives, doesn't it? You know, and we get to see that every day, which is so rewarding. So I think, yeah, just, you know, being able to have such a huge impact on people's lives, and obviously I'm excited now coming in that, you know, hopefully I'm going to be able to support that in terms of our current clients, you know, continuing to progress on their journeys, but also hopefully, you know, helping lots of new clients who are going to come in and join us along the journey as well.
Yep, yeah, that's the biggest thing, obviously, for, you know, all of the team, myself, just seeing people, yeah, genuinely change their lives, and, you know, in a bigger way than they probably imagine as well at the start. You know, everyone has those goals to get fitter and stronger, and you know, in better body shape and confidence, but yeah, you don't actually know how much that affects, you know, your overall life when you actually get into it. So yeah, I think we've kind of talked enough there for people to get to know you a little bit more, and in kind of our journey a little bit. Yeah, obviously our kind of personal journey is kind of simultaneously run along the life of Transform as well, which is quite cool. So yeah, let's shut things off there, and then we might do one of these again in the future, or get one of the other guys in. But yeah, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.